Hi, one best for our sports picks. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is the NBA Odds Couple show for May 21st. We're going to be covering the Toronto game today and the OKC game on Sunday.
How'd the surgery go, Pistol Pete?
I don't know, man. The surgery. It was, first of all, I was in serious pain on Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, you look like you got my grandmother's glasses
and then
on. Crying out loud.
Friday, I couldn't see shit. I couldn't see, which is okay because because I had a bet on that on the Cleveland first half, which turned out to be a winner.
Yeah, it was a winner. I went 2-1 on that.
Yeah, I
one.
avoided a heart attack on that one though. I don't know, man. I mean, right now, like I can see, like I can walk outside and be okay, but like reading stuff on the computer and doing research is basically impossible.
Well, you don't just dive back in there, and I should definitely be sitting here going, I told you so, because the other day I said, what are you going to do for reading? You said, well, an hour after the surgery, I'll be fine.
What they told
that was 2 days ago.
No, that's because what they told me.
But well, Pistol Pete, you can't believe everything everybody tells you.
One way or another, we are getting it done, right?
We're cashing tickets.
On the Cleveland game, we've been cashing the Cleveland game every first half in and out. We cashed the first half once again. High five, baby.
Pistol.
That was a little stick there.
You know what? Okay. On the first half, too, they were down by 1 with 5 left. And you know what? I promise I didn't panic, but I even thought, you know what? They might not get this one, and I'm okay with that. Took care of my daughters and so forth. Long story short, they went on a massive run, buried them. They were up at halftime by 14. So let's get into it, Pistol Pete. I can't wait.
Because that game, the game, too, I wasn't watching it. I wasn't following it. So I have no idea how it went. I wasn't able to look at the stats. Was Toronto playing them tougher?
No. Lowry and DeRozan were just terrible again with shooting. They just look confused. They look lost. This team really looks lost. But what is overwhelming and profound is just how good Cavaliers look.
Right.
I mean, LeBron's minutes are down the lowest they've ever been in the playoffs, and he's still just flipping it around like it's nothing, triple doubles like it's nothing.
And that really means something because that means he's not fatigued.
Not at all.
He wants to turn
He said
it
he's
up.
never felt better. And he said, I'm telling you right now, we are in a good position. This team is real. The only way they could lose this game today is if the NBA's fixed. And Tim Doherty, the old NBA ref that got busted, he said all of the referees bet on basketball. They're all involved. I just don't think anybody like LeBron would say, I'm going to throw this game.
I did an interview with him for SBR Videos.
That's what I heard. I want to pull that up.
My sense is that, obviously, how are the rebounding numbers? They
got out-rebounded again. They got pounded on the board. They got pounded every which way but loose. And I'm just telling you, this team, if they can't take advantage of having Cleveland down in the second quarter by 1 with 5 left and couldn't keep that momentum going, they're done. And I'm just telling you right now, Pistol Pete, it doesn't matter that they're on their home court today. There's going to be a wheelbarrow and there's going to be a shovel waiting at half court.
That's what I was just going to say. With games like these, sometimes the home field, for a betting perspective, can be a disadvantage because if there's any way that the inferior team can cover, it's just by getting a huge number and one way or another backdooring it. But when they're at home, the disadvantage is still there. The home court advantage starts to mean not that much, and the favorite has a much lower number to cover. So if anything, I'm liking the Cavs numbers here even more than in their home game.
I am too. They lost by 32 and 19, if I'm correct, on the first 2 games, and they both, the team is saying, "Oh, it's just one game. We're going to be okay. We bounce back." And all. They're out of their league. They're out of their league.
So don't give me your picks on this game. Tell me what the numbers are for this game.
Okay. Well, the first half is available at WagerWeb and Pinnacle at -2.
Cavs -2.
Cavs -2.
Oh, I'm all over that. That's
I am
official.
all over the first. Me too. First half, I'm all over. Now the full game is -5.5. It's 6 at some spots, but you could still grab it at 5.5. I locked it in yesterday, and I have a client that went very heavy on this. We locked it in at -5, but I'm still.
Got -5.
I got 5 yesterday.
God damn it! See, this
it was
is why
4.5. It was 4.5 when it first opened.
God, I would have had that one.
I know you would have.
If I hadn't been blind.
Well, why did you? You know what? I got to ask you, Pistol Pete. Why did you plan that surgery right in the middle of the NBA playoffs for crying out loud?
The only place. That's what I said. The only place that I could have planned it, as we know, the only break that sports bettors get is during the All-Star break in baseball. So that's what
you didn't want to wait that long.
I don't know.
And now you can't see shit. So hey, maybe your picks will just go through the roof. Pistol Pete. What is it? Blind Llama Jamma.
Yeah.
In the blind picks.
Well, maybe it won't matter. 4.5, 5.5, 6 on the full game. You think that's going to
matter?
No,
5.5 is what it is now. I'm grabbing it. No, I don't think it is going to matter. I think Cavaliers are definitely on a mission. All right. And as Moses Malone once said in Philadelphia, we got to win in foe. Right. They got to do the sweep. Yeah, for real. But I think today, Cavs are just going in there focused and. Toronto just
All
looked
right, so if the first
absolutely
half
lost.
is minus 2 or 2.5, then the
Yep.
first quarter would be like 1.5. Why not take
First
that?
quarter is 1.5. I'm staying off the quarter. I'm just
Why?
because if they got anything in their tank, they're going to empty it early. I promise you that.
Right.
And will it happen? Probably not. But I'm just going very safely and very heavy on the first half and the game, Pistol Pete. I am absolutely all over it.
I'm on those two.
I love it. And 33-12 in my last 45 NBA playoff
There you
picks,
go.
so-
High five, Mike.
You did it again. He's going to knock my nose off.
Sorry about that.
It's all
Can't
right.
really see shit here. All right, so you're going to take the first half on minus 2. You sure that's a line?
Absolutely. It's
Market-wide?
available. Not market.
Pinnacle?
At Pinnacle and WagerWeb right now.
Okay.
-2 and games 5.5.
At Pinnacle.
Absolutely.
All right,
Taking
there
them
you
both.
go. There you go. Those are 2 picks for both of us. And then what's the total? Is 198?
Yeah, the total on that one opened at 197.5, Pistol Pete, but now it's up to 198.5.
My sense is that probably the over is a good bet on that one, right? Because my guess is
Because
that
Toronto's got to fire the ball up.
Yeah.
And
what are they going to do? Try to stop the threes from? I don't think so. I
And
think
another thing that I noticed too, the way that they're pulling their starters out in the fourth quarter, which they're doing a marvelous job.
Yeah.
They're putting in guys
Right.
like Deladova that are just out there burying
Yeah.
threes as well. Over might be a good call. Again, you're the totals guy. You just had surgery on your eye, so I don't know if that's
what
going to
was the
affect your
score?
game.
The second game went over, didn't it?
I don't know.
You don't
Mr.
remember?
Pete, I
All
was
right.
so thrilled with my sides. I didn't.
I'll give the over.
Okay, 198.5. Pistol
190,
Pete.
there's no 198.
Nope, no 198s anywhere.
All right, I'll give the over 198.5. And you know what else I'm going to do? Check this shit out, Mike.
Check it
Brenner.
out. Pistol Pete's feeling good.
I'm going to give the first half and full game Cavaliers team total over.
Cavs team total, first half and full game.
Yeah.
Pistol Pete, I think you went for eye surgery. And you know what? I think they implanted some balls into you.
Right.
Pistol Pete's got some balls.
All right,
Jesus.
so let me review all of my picks for this one. I'm on the first Cavs on the first half, Cavs on the full game, right?
Yep.
I'm also on the full game over.
Yep.
And I'm also on the Cavs first half and full game
Team
total over. So
Jesus.
we will someone else will go on the computer and check
I like
find
that.
out what the team totals are.
So I think it's
after
quite
this.
obvious you think that the Toronto Raptors have absolutely no chance in this game, series, whatever.
I mean, I just feel like how are they going to stop them? How are they going to stop them?
And the big man
defensively?
V, he's out again. Volusionis,
Yeah.
whatever his name, he's out again. So this team's banged up, and they're mentally, I think they're defeated. They say they're not, but you know what? Their coach hasn't done shit to get this team up.
Well, it's not really their fault.
No, it's
just
not their
kinda
fault.
like,
No, it's not their fault. That's what, this is about winning money, bet and beat your bookie, okay?
I mean, they're going up against a juggernaut that's rested, that hits from 3, that rebounds like a
Experienced
beast.
at this level.
I mean, they're going up against arguably one of the best teams
Absolutely.
since when? I don't know.
Read an interesting article, did some research on it, and absolutely true. Toronto's had an easy path to get to where they are. I mean, nothing's easy in the NBA,
Right.
but they did not play explosive teams. Miami was hurt, damaged, and tired. Okay, so was Toronto.
Yeah.
And Indiana's just a bad team. So they have not been tested until they got to the Cavaliers.
And
I
now
got
they're going
news
up
for
against
you.
a juggernaut. It's like
And look what happened. They're getting blown out. They're not even close to being in these games towards the end. Today's not changing. It doesn't matter where the venue is. They could play this thing in Costa Rica. Cavaliers will kick their ass.
All right, so we got our picks, and you're just going on the 2 picks, right?
Yeah, I'm going on the 2 with the first half in the game. Now let's get into Sunday's game, Pistol Pete.
OKC
Golden State.
and Golden State. Now, what are the lines on these, Mike?
Okay, right now, Golden State is favored by -2.5. That's pretty much market wide. It opened at 1.
Yeah.
And I was going to lock it then, but I didn't. Excuse me. But Golden State, yes, is -2.5. The total opened at 220 and is sitting at 220. What are
All
your
right,
thoughts?
so
Break
Golden
it
State,
down.
So Golden State made their statement in Game 2.
Boy, did they
didn't
ever? They ever. I didn't see that one coming, and I predicted Thunder in 6. I still think that they got to get both of these at home for that to
Yeah.
happen. But I'm rethinking that now because I got news for you. Golden State came out on a mission, was pissed off, and never let up.
Now this is a game where I wish that I could see some shit because then I would if I could see right now I would go right on the computer and I would do some research on this because this is a tough situation right here. I mean Golden State clearly still has it in them to be one of these teams that can dominate anyone at any time, as they saw. So that could happen.
Check this interesting fact out since you can't read it. All right.
Yeah.
When OKC went home for Game 3 against the Spurs, remember they had got that one big win, right? Spurs took them in Game 3. They took them in Game 3. OKC was not focused. I think they felt they were on their home floor. I think that might happen again.
Right.
Yeah. For real.
Man, this is a tough one. I'll tell you what. if I can see some shit on the second half at halftime, I will give a second half play on this one.
I was going to say that's probably going to be your best bet with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Do they have any kind of braille that you can use?
I don't fucking know, but
Sports betting braille or something?
God damn it!
The blind leading the blind.
Yeah. So as far
So
as
you got no say so on that game, no pick.
and as
to
far
put
as the
out
total,
here?
and as far as the total is concerned,
it's
these
220.
also could go either way, right? I mean, feels like.
OKC, if they're going to have a shot, they got to get back to what they did in Golden State with that lockdown defense. And if they don't do that, this thing's going to fly over. But they have to do it, so I think the under could be. And again, that's just a lean with me, but you are the totals guy.
Yeah,
that's my thinking on it.
Yeah, my thinking on this one, if I was, I doubt that there's anything that I could read on the internet that would change my mind. My sense would be interesting game, a lot of unknowns, which to me means stay off the full game lines and possibly great value on the second halves. When I see a game like this, a lot of people get sort of like scared and uncertain for good reason.
Sure.
For me, when I see something like this, my first thought is possible great value on the second half.
Wow, I like that breakdown, Pistol Pete.
And that's what I'm feeling on this
Billy
one right
Donovan apparently is going. He went back to the game tape pretty heavily, broke it down, and Cantner and Adams kind of changed what they were doing in game one. All right. So that's going to be the switch that they're talking about, locking down with Cantner and Adams again, getting back into that same mode, keeping them out from right underneath and keeping them off the offensive board. So that's their hope. We'll see what happens if the adjustments work.
And you have done your research on this one, right?
Yeah.
What's the deal with Curry?
Curry's got the swollen elbow,
100%.
which he's laughing about, and says in his knee, he said, I'm not even feeling the knee right now. So that's a combination of the good drugs you were talking about. That's what you should have done with them eyes. Got some good drugs.
I don't have that.
But no, they're healthy. Andrew Bogut's healthy. Again, he's not a big threat and scorer, but he is good on the board. So I don't know, Pistol Pete. I'm pulling the trigger on Golden State on the full game -2.5.
Really?
I think if OKC gets a win at home, and I think they might, would be the following game. I think Golden State says we're going to come in and keep this going, and then OKC will make some adjustments. Close game, but 2.5. I like it. I'm doing it full game. Go Warriors -2.5.
All right, so we got a bunch of picks overall. I feel like all of our Cavs bets are going to win. You might have a loser with the Golden State one, but even if you do,
hey, don't jinx me.
Oh, I'm not jinxing it. I'm saying that I like your picks overall. Thank God you've only got one on the Golden State game and like 6 on the Cavs game. Let's review our picks.
No, I just got 2 on the Cavs.
Oh, just
You're
2
the
on the
one
Cavs.
with 6.
I'm the one with 6. Okay.
All right, I got Cavs first half -2. I got them on the game -5.5. And then Sunday, I'm going with Golden State on the full game -2.5. Pistol Pete has the total in the Cavaliers game over 198.5. He's got Cavs on the first half -2 and the game -5.5. And Pistol Pete likes the first half team total for Cavaliers and the full game team total for Cavaliers. So what do you think?
Sounds good. I think I'm feeling it. I think
you need to start seeing it instead of just feeling it. Pistol
All
Pete.
right. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to get back to research and
he
shit,
will.
and then I'll be back in full swing, tweeting everything. But as of right now, thank God, the only game presented in front of me is the Cavs game, which, as I've said from day one, involves no research. The Cavs are going to kill him.
There you go. The blind can see that
Yeah,
one.
the blind can see that one. All right. Sounds good. And we'll be back when? Monday?
Let's keep them
We'll be
cashing,
back
baby.
Monday for the next NBA Odds Couple show. Tune in for that one.
That's right. Keep beating that bookie and go Cavaliers.